Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Muhammad Afzal and I come from India originally. At the moment I'm working in Dar al-Ulum Bolton. I teach Arabic books in Arabi Awwal, Arabi Doom, and also I have Hidayah, Juz Thani, Kitab al-Nikah and all these. Then also Nasai Sharif, Kitab Manasik al-Hajj and Hajj, Nikah, etc. So to begin with, I think it was when I was about 11 years old, or maybe a lot younger than that, say 8 years old, was put in a madrasa in Mumbai, in India, in Maharashtra. It's called Dar al-Ulum Aziziyya. So I started my I'dadiyya, preparatory early years. We did loads of books of Persian mainly, Ahmad Nama and Gulsita and Bostan, all these books of Persian. We learned Persian and then we moved on to Arabic books, Minhaj al-Arabiya and some of those. Then I continued with that. The reason I think why I was put into it is one of my uncles, he's a graduate of Dar al-Ulum. So he got me into madrasa. Our family, we come from a very simple. So my parents, for example, or any other family members that were before, they're not educated at all. So it's only uncle because of his influence. So he put us into a madrasa. And then I continued in that madrasa to about Arabi Dom or Arabi Som. And then I moved on to another madrasa in the same city, in Mumbai. It's called Dar al-Ulum Imdadiyya. It was named after Hadrat Haji Imdadullah Sahab. So I studied over there until Arabi Shashum, which is Jalalain. And then for the last 2 years, I moved to Deoband. When I graduated, that was in 1996. And I think my age at that time was about 18 years. So I was 18 years old in 1996, 97. I mean, to be very honest, my early asatida, there were two asatida that I owe greater debt or in gratitude of debt to them. One of them is Maulana Dilshad Sahab Rahmatullahi alayhi. He passed away. He was from Nadwa. So he studied in Nadwa. To be very precise, we didn't study much with him, but we got to see him when he used to teach our seniors, and we did maybe a book or two with him, Minhaj al-Arabiya, we did with him. But his style and his approach, his methods of teaching, they really inspired us a lot. And that probably brought some sort of shauq into us for Arabic. Because they were both Maulana Shahid Sahib and Maulana Dilshad Sahib, they were both Nadwis. So they had loads of books of Nadwa. So we studied almost all the books of Hadrat, the ones that are in the syllabus. So for example, to begin with Al-Qira'atu Rashida, we did with all 3-4 volumes of Al-Qira'atu Rashida of Hadrat Maulana Alimiya. Also we did his Manthurat. Some of our friends got to do Mukhtarat of Hadrat and Muallim al-Insha, all the parts of Muallim al-Insha. And similarly Tamreen al-Nahw, Tamreen al-Sarf. So the books that are mainly taught in Nadwa in the early years, so that was the foundation of our. And then because I lived in Mumbai, we used to have loads of Arabs. So I remember when we were very young, we used to say, for example, when we studied Kayfa haluk, ma hadha. So basic sentences, we used to go and try out those with the Arabs. And those Arabs, may Allah give them jazai khair, they used to feel happy and they used to encourage us, maybe give us sometime toffees, chocolates, I remember. And that used to keep us happy. We used to say, oh, we're going in the right direction. So probably we were learning right things. I think we always say it's like learning any language or learning anything, to be honest. We say there are 4 major skills that we need. 2 receptive ones and 2 productive ones. The receptive skills that we say, the hearing and reading. Reading and hearing or listening, these we could name them as input devices. And our brain is, the CPU that is taking the data in through those 2 receptive skills. Then through productive skills, which is speaking and writing, what unfortunately happens is we don't listen to any Arabic at all, because we're not exposed to Arabic channels, Arabic maybe websites, Arabic speeches, etc. So and because our neighbors or people around us, they don't speak Arabic, so we're not exposed to listening to Arabic. Then the only thing left with us is reading Arabic. So if we read, the more we read, the more fluent we probably will become, because it's like giving print command to our brain that, okay, speak in Arabic or produce something in Arabic, whereas we have not fed the data in. So what is going to come is blank. So I think reading is very important. In Urdu, there are loads that we could compare, but probably, personally speaking, I like Hazrat Maulana Abdul Majid Daryabadi, rahmatullahi alayhi. So Hazrat Maulana Abdul Majid Daryabadi is the author of the tafsir of the Quran as well. His tafsir in English and Urdu, and he used to produce a monthly magazine called Sidq. So his writing style and things, I'm really impressed with, and that you could say is equal to him. To Shakespeare in that sense, if it is right to. Then in Arabic, from the subcontinent point of view, I think I would say Hazrat Maulana Ali Mia. There is no second person to Hazrat Maulana. Hazrat Maulana was the best in terms of Indian peoples. I know there are loads of people who, mashallah, were very successful teachers, very successful writers, but Hazrat Maulana, overall, he excels. So Hazrat Maulana Ali Mia. And then in Persian, to be honest, we didn't read much of Persian text, prose. We learned more of Saadi's, poetry. And Saadi, really, we loved him. Any other, writer who's so prolific, so popular in Persian, to be honest, I can't remember of any. I think one of the books that I really loved or enjoyed reading was a book by Sheikh Muhammad ibn Abdurrahman al-Arifi, the Saudi scholar. That is in Arabic already, Istamti' bihayatik, which is enjoy your life. And as Sheikh mentions that he was inspired by a book by Dale Carnegie. The author was American writer, very popular and prolific writer from America, Dale Carnegie. He wrote his book, How to Influence People and Win Friends. And based on his book, Sheikh Arifi wrote the Islamic version of that, Istamti' bihayatik. And why I enjoyed reading is because he really teaches us the ways, the methods of dealing with people, how to interact with people and be or have social etiquettes and akhlaq and adab with them. I think in terms of teaching, I really enjoyed دروس اللغة العربية of Sheikh Abdurrahim, Fa Abdurrahim from Medina Munawwara. The reason is there are loads of books that have been written to teach text, but his approach, because Sheikh is originally from India, he studied in Al-Khurtum, Jamiat Al-Durman in Sudan, and he studied also in Aligarh Muslim University, AMU. And then he was, mashallah, he had the chance of teaching in Jamia Islamia Medina Munawwara. So probably he had different countries. And then when he came, alhamdulillah, I guess, whenever you see his books, so you feel, mashallah, Allah has given him acceptance in that sense. So I really have enjoyed teaching the Rasulullah al-Arabi. I think I would say that they should, before they start learning or move into formal education, they should read some of the books that could inspire them to read, to learn. And one of those books is by Hazrat Maulana Ibn al-Hasan Abbasi from Karachi, Fariq from Darul Karachi, but he works with Faruqiyya in Jamia Faruqiyya for Hazrat Maulana Salimullah Khan Sahab. Maulana Ibn al-Hasan Abbasi's book, Mata'i Waqt or Karwan Ilm. So متاع وقت or كاروان علم. And recently I was reading a book by Sheikh Ali Muhammad Al-Imran from Makkah Mukarramah. It's called المشوق إلى القراءة وطلب العلم. So المشوق إلى القراءة وطلب العلم. These are the two books I would say a student, before he actually starts learning anything, he should read. Not just read once. Maybe at the beginning of every academic year he should read it once. They could be in, for example, in نحو we could say النحو التطبيقي من القرآن والسنة is generally not very popular or known in our madrasas. So that book I would say to learn Nahu. It gets the person close to Quran and Sunnah. Most of the istishadat are from Quran and Sunnah. Also, the two books, one of those could be Enjoy Your Life, so استمتع بحياتك, or maybe the Urdu tarjama if people can read Zindagi se lutf utaiye. And one of the books, because we're living in the time where tension, depression is a lot. So Sheikh Ayub ibn Abdullah al-Qarni's book, La Tahzan, Don't Be Sad. I think it would be Hazrat Maulana Wahidu Zama Karanbi. I would have wanted to, because when we started in Darloom, many of his students that I know, like Hazrat Maulana Noor Alam Sahib, he used to say to us, the Maulana, one of the biggest loss that you have had is not having the chance to study with Sheikh Hazrat Maulana Wahidu Zama, because he was overall in, like a wholesale, he would say, is teach you morals, manners, how to live your life, also how to make you a really good human being. So Hazrat Maulana Wahidu Zama Sahib, rahmatullahi. Again, Hazrat Maulana Ali Mia Nadwi, rahmatullahi. Tarbiyah is very important, and I think the parents, what they should do, they should not just depend outside on the maktab, etc. Tarbiyah, as they say, charity begins at home. So similarly, tarbiyah begins at home, and that would be right from choosing the mother for their children, and then moving on to the tarbiyah of their children. They need to educate and take time out to spend with their family and teach them Islamic manners, morals, etiquettes, akhlaq, adab. Hayati of Ahmad Amin would be really good. Ahmad Amin's Hayati. The one, I don't know if it could be controversial, but his most famous one, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुलें हैं इसकी ये गुलसिता हमारा. It's of course undivided India, so and it would be Damascus, yeah, Damascus. Biryani. None of those two. Saeed Anwar. 50 overs. Imran Khan. Sheikh Abdullah ibn Awad al-Juhani. حفظ. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. One of the reasons for choosing this is because Sahaba radiallahu anhum, when they would sit together, or whenever they would be together, when they would finish, they would read to each other wal asr. So as a reminder, wal asr, by the time, inna al-insana lafi khusr, verily human beings or insan is at loss, illa alladhina amanu, except those who believe, wa amilu salihat, and do righteous deeds, وتواصوا بالحق, and they enjoin the truth, وتواصوا بالصبر, and enjoin patience.